Alrighty, Nancy B on strategies for extending the garden harvests asks, what is the point of planting seeds close together and then thinning later? Why not just plant seeds at the spacing the plant will need? Well, there's a couple reasons for that depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So one of those is your germination rates are generally not 100%. You don't know. And so a lot of things, corn's a good one, beans, just a lot of seeds you often will plant more and then thin them as you go. Yeah. And that just makes sure that you're getting good coverage. Now, if you're buying good quality seeds, we have found that that's a pretty small problem. Even when I see germination rates of 80%, I feel like we're usually getting 90 to 95%. Yeah. But you don't get 100%. So that allows you to make sure, because usually by the time you know you've lost the planting window, that you can still get a harvest from.
Yeah.
So that's one reason.
Yeah.
Another is extending the harvest, right?
Yeah.
We do that with some of the root crops. We've got a row of carrots and beets right now.
And we'll go through and we'll thin out every other one and have baby carrots.
Right.
And make room for the in-between carrots to grow more. So that essentially gives you 2 harvests from the same crop.
And you're harvesting at a longer period of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one more, and I do this a lot, and that is with planting lettuces and leafy greens. Some people like to grow microgreens. There's different levels all the way to growing full heads of lettuce. I have found that growing full heads of lettuce for us, one, it's a shallow harvest window.
Yes.
And 2, there's more work for you in the kitchen. You love it when the greens can just come in
clean
and maybe chop them a little bit and they're ready to go. No washing necessary. So we plant very densely and we will harvest in the beginning in a microgreen fashion. And that opens it up, allows things to get a little bit bigger, and we'll thin them out again. And that, again, extends the harvest all the way to where those plants are maturing. So, but instead of waiting for 6 to 8 weeks, for a larger harvest, we can harvest babies, get a harvest more early on, and you extend that harvest. And that works really, really well.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to add 2 different ones to that, though.
Okay.
Which is one, the old saying that says 1 for the blackbird, 1 for the crow, 1 for the cutworm, and 1 to grow. So you're decreasing your chances of losing a harvest when you have a little bit more seed if you have some pests out there that might want your seed too. Right. Or your seedlings. But then another one is that some gardeners believe, especially for the larger, deeper planted seeds, that the combined force of seeds sprouting together helps those seeds to get out of the ground. And if you think about something like a pumpkin that rots in the field and then goes to sprout the next year, there are a bunch of seeds all in one clump in that circumstance. And they come up and that combined force helps them get out of the ground well.
Right.
So some people believe that you're really going to get your seeds off to the best start if you start with multiple sprouting together and then you thin them out.
Right. Very good. Yeah. Absolutely right.